In this video, we will be talking crypto. Okay, so I have um, I have my top three basically. I do invest in a few different kinds of cryptocurrencies, but in my top three, the number one is ETH, Ethereum. I totally stand by that. I think it has a huge, bright future ahead of it. And I will explain why I think that in this video as we go. So if we're just looking at the chart, currently it's moving up, which is great. I do have a buy sitting on it, but this is through Forex. I actually do own the crypto coin itself and a few different ones actually. Let's see. Our Now, lately it has been on a downtrend. All crypto actually has been, just not Ethereum itself. On the daily here, you see that overall it's only went up. So from from the very start, started here, and then all it did is when it came to this point, it ranged a little bit and then just shot up all the way to the top. And then there's this dip. I'll also explain what's going on over here as well. Another dip here, and now it seems to be moving up. Hopefully it keeps moving up. That would be great. Um, Technically, through technical analysis. Oh, right here, it didn't show up. But right here, it has got a major point. So it's done this before, right here, and then broke up. So we got, touched here, touched here. Hopefully the next breakout is upwards to the top. Now, ETH, like I said, I believe has a bright future. Let me go here. All right, so on my Twitter, I have posted a few articles that are very good at, they're gonna help me basically explain it easier why I think this is great. Ethereum is a good one to buy and hold. Despite the massive rally earlier this year, cryptocurrency prices have plunged yet again. And they've taken a turn to the worst, falling more than 55% since the May 12 peak. However, I do believe this still has a lot of room to grow. When you invest in anything, you have to understand that it's not just gonna keep moving up and up and up and up and up. There's gonna be times when it's gonna fall, either correct to the downwards and then up again, and then down and up again, until it reaches its destination. But it's not always going to be just up. There's going to be ups and downs in any kind of trading, either it's stocks or Forex or cryptocurrency. So when you do put your money into these things, you got to understand that, it should, anytime you actually invest in anything, it should be money that you're, willing to lose, really. It's money that you can put away and that you don't have to worry about, that, you still have all your expenses paid and you're living day to day. This is the extra money that you invest with. There are people who have put thousands and thousands of dollars in. There's a lot that have lost it, and some have, come up on top with it, but not that many, because it could go either way. The way I look at this is it's a buy and hold thing. You buy it and you hold it. It's not get rich overnight. It's get rich over time. So we're at the beginning of cryptocurrencies right now. We're at the bottom of this thing, where this is the beginning. So it has a lot of room to grow. It's just gonna take time. And here I will explain why I think Ethereum is, the one to go with. So one of the reasons that we had this huge dip in the market lately, one was Elon Musk, right? You must have heard of this guy. And then his tweet on crypto always makes a huge move. So first he announced that Tesla is going to accept Bitcoin, and then he announced that he's buying Bitcoin, and then he announced that Tesla will not accept Bitcoin. Reason, he said that he will not accept it, and it does make sense, a lot of sense. I don't know why he got into it in the first place, but it's energy consumption. Okay, so Tesla is all about electric cars and saving energy and so on and so forth. Why would they want to buy crypto? Because one thing that crypto mining does a lot is it consumes a lot of energy. So that was one of the reasons for falling. But the other was also because China is where most of the crypto mining happens, right? So they saw the increase in the energy consumption, and they started shutting down mining firms and or restricting them and all that stuff. And that's another reason that things fell, because it's just an enormous amount of energy that is consumed, through that. Um, Now, where I'm going with this is somewhere in the part. Okay, so um, Ethereum is something that's growing. Okay, they keep changing and they keep adapting and they're trying to make themselves better. Where comes in Ethereum 2.0? With Ethereum 2.0, which should be released either later this year or next year, um, it is more environmentally friendly, reducing its energy usage by around 99.95%. Now that is huge. The reason crypto markets are falling is they're saying that because of the enormous amount of energy it uses, Ethereum is solving that issue. So when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, there's a huge possibility it will skyrocket up, leaving Bitcoin behind. I don't think Bitcoin is the future. Bitcoin is the now. There's a huge hype on it. That's why I know a lot of people are still buying it. But it was also one of the first cryptos, the first crypto. And it's kind of like during the internet age. So you had AOL, startup with the dial-up and all that, slow internet, Netscape, and everything else. And then it became high-speed internet. Bitcoin is the dial-up. Ethereum is the high-speed internet. They're faster. They're evolving. They're going to change with time, where Bitcoin cannot. Bitcoin is also capped, while Ethereum isn't. And pretty much majority of the cryptos these days that are coming up, they're all set up on the Ethereum blockchain network right here. Um, Bitcoin has its own blockchain network. Ethereum is on its own. Ethereum is what is being used by most of them. Not only that, they also have an advantage. They're the foundation of non-fungible tokens, NFTs. If you don't know what NFT is, this is a big craze making millions and millions of dollars. So sports memorabilia, whatever, blockchain will take it, authenticate it, dub it as one of a kind or one of 100 or whatever it is. But once it's put on blockchain network and it's authenticated, it says only either one of it or whatever number it is, one of 100 of it, and that's it. There's no more. So these things become rare, and collectors buy these digital art, to keep and collect, obviously. So that's huge market that's going on, and it's on Ethereum blockchain network and decentralized finance. So they have that, in their pocket, a lot of room to grow. They're fixing the energy crisis. They're cheaper, they're faster, fees wise. Now Ethereum 2.0 will either later this year or early next year. They, is going to be released. However, they already at this point today, like you can stake it. They're allowing staking. If you stake Ethereum, whatever Ethereum you own, you get 5% APR. So, you can make money with your Ethereum just sitting there staked. The only thing right now is since 2.0 has not been released yet, they're not allowing you to get that out. So once you stake it, it sits there. Um, and until either 2.0 is released or they announce a date that you can cash out on your Ethereum that you staked, it has to sit there. So that's the only thing at this moment because we're in the early stages. So a lot of advantages over Bitcoin. Bitcoin definitely is not the future. Ethereum is. Bitcoin is the thing now. But when you think about it, there's another article here that will kind of go with what I'm saying right now. Okay, so Ethereum's co-founder has some things to say on Bitcoin. Um, he says that problem with Bitcoin is that it is so slow. It's like the mainframe programming of the past. The only reason it is still around is because there's so much invested in keeping it around. There you go. That's the hype, and it's all the money that's in there, and people, are just investing and holding the money there, and that's why it's still that big. Otherwise, it would have not been around anymore. Um, and then he says you have to upgrade the damn thing. Bitcoin is an aged high school football player who is no longer in shape. I agree. But it still has a long way to go. We're at the beginning of this thing. I'm talking years from now, where Ethereum will take over Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still the king right now, though. But if you're talking about long run, you want to put money in there and hold, Ethereum is the way to go. Now, Cardano's founder called Bitcoin its own worst enemy. Cardano is another great token. I'll make a video on that as well. Um, when it comes to upgrades, they're saying that Bitcoin is its own worst enemy when it comes to upgrades. There's no way to change the system, even correcting obvious downsides. But he, however, did praise Ethereum. Of course, he would praise Ethereum. His coin is on Ethereum network. Ethereum is working closely with them. Um, But I don't disagree with what they're saying. What he says is what's really cool is that Ethereum does not suffer that problem. It's getting to the point where it has same network effect as Bitcoin, but the community there has a completely different culture. They love evolving, which they're showing with Ethereum 2.0 and everything. Um, he says that if I were to bet between those two, I'd say 9 out of 10 Ethereum is going to win the fight, and I do believe that. So Bitcoin is today, Bitcoin is not the tomorrow. Um, yeah, I mean, it's not going to die off like in the next year or so. It still has room to grow. It's price wise, but it's not the main thing. It is the thing now. Ethereum, I believe, is the main thing. So that's why Ethereum sits at um, my number one cryptocurrency to buy and hold. The other one I have is Polygon. I made a video on that on my channel, and we'll make another one for the next one that I recommend. Well, hopefully that video helped. see you guys in the next video.